Good afternoon, everybody. It's really good to see all these lovely rainbow faces. My name is Anita Bruno. I'm with the Carpenters, Local 330, and we've been on a mission, Brother Anazi and I, for a little while now, trying to call out the unions to make sure that they have fair representation, black and brown people in the memberships and in the leadership. The unions are a great career. They pay good money that can give you generational wealth. They teach you skills that you can hand down to your family and that allow you to have a good life, a livable wage where you can take care of yourself, your family, and put money away. You can buy your house. You can have the American dream. Unfortunately, here in Rhode Island, they don't offer that to everybody. We're here to change that. I've been working with the secretary of the AFL-CIO, Brother Patrick Crowley. He wasn't able to attend today, but he sent me a letter to read on his behalf. Greetings. I apologize for not being able to be there today in person, but other duties have called me away. Let me say, unequivocally, that I stand with you in solidarity, even more so on this day when we remember our indigenous people in Rhode Island and across North America. The Rhode Island labor movement has a long history of uniting the struggle for labor and civil rights. Most people don't know it, but one of the founders of the first union for black workers in the United States back in 1869 was a black man from Newport named George Downing. Flash forward 75 years, and a major blow against Jim Crow in the workplace was led by another local black man, George Schmoke, and his fellow African-American union shipyard workers here in Providence, who worked with future Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall to fight against Jim Crow unionism during World War II at the Fields Point Navy Yard. But this ancient history, or knowing about it, is not enough. We must do more. We must daily recommit ourselves to organize new unions across the state, especially in areas where black and brown workers continue to face exploitation from an economic system that uses the tools of racism to keep working people divided. That is why I applaud the work of organizers Anita Bruno and Ozzie Weeks from Carpenters Local 330 for taking leadership on this issue and for working to bring all of us together today. Let's together take the next step. I would encourage all the union members here today to form a chapter of the Coalition of Black Trade Unionists, and will do what I can in my role as Secretary-Treasurer of the Rhode Island AFL-CIO to help in that effort. I invite all of you to take part in the Rhode Island Labor Movement's Leadership Development Program called Leadership for a Future. I ask that each of you take an active part in your local union, and if you are not yet a member of a union, then please contact the AFL-CIO to learn how to form a union. Recently, the Rhode Island Labor History Society held an online forum about Rhode Island's deep connection to the slave trade. This history is written out of our textbooks, along with the history of labor struggles, because it does not fit into the safe, sanitized idea of steady forward progress in American democracy. Let me be very, very clear. The only reason why progress is made is because oppressed people struggle against the weight of the status quo to demand justice. Black Lives Matter is a slogan said openly and proudly because black and brown people, especially young people, demanded the rest of America acknowledge it, no matter how uncomfortable it may make them feel. There is nothing comfortable about struggle. It is hard work. So today, let's commit to one another to stand together, to march together, and to do the hard work that is necessary to find justice in this country once and for all. Solidarity forever. Black Lives Matter. Patrick Crowley, Secretary-Treasurer, Rhode Island AFL-CIO. I want you guys to know that the lack of diversity in the unions is a big thing. The Carpenters hold 1,877 members. There's only 26 female and less than 100 diverse members in our union personally. There is not one minority, Hispanic, Asian, Black, leadership person in any position in the Rhode Island building trades. I would like to say, as the unions as a whole, the unions, the AFL-CIO, the teachers union, the police union, where are our black leaders? Why aren't black and brown people in leadership in any unions in Rhode Island? This has got to be addressed. This has got to stop. They write letters to say that they support since the passing of George Floyd, but where is the support? In a letter? A letter is not support. We need to stand together to address this and to change this.